U.S. Army Major General Charles Costanza.
Well, up front, I don't know how you can follow that. So let's give a round of applause for that. So before I get started, I walked in here and Mayor, I just want to thank you for doing this, right? From all of us that served. And, especially, I went over to the Vietnam Monument first. My dad served 2 tours in Vietnam. And so those veterans didn't get recognized like we do. And so I just want to tell you thanks. And for all the veterans out there, thank you for your service. All right, so before I get started, I want to recognize Michelle. Michelle, stand up. So she is, as she said, she's an Iraqi veteran. About 9 years old. And up front, as she said in her remarks, but it's important to remember that this is a monument, not a memorial. So this is for all that served in Iraq. All the different wars we fought in Iraq. From Desert Storm, to Iraqi Freedom, to New Dawn, and now, Resolute Resolve. So over in Desert Storm, over 700,000 soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines served in Iraq in the 100-hour war. 299 of them did not come home. Now that monument honors them and all that served in Desert Storm. Now let's talk about current operations that began on the 20th of March, 2003. Exactly 19 years from today. So Michelle picked this day for a pretty special reason. And if you weren't aware of that, that's why. 19 years. So over 1.5 million service members have served in Iraq today. 1.5. And that's not just those service members, that's their families that are served in Iraq when they're gone. That is amazing. Of that 1.5, 4,418 did not come home. We still, don't forget this, we still have 2,500 soldiers serving in Iraq. I don't think that we understand that. They are still there. So, we talked a little bit, you heard a very personal account of Sergeant First Class Cashe. And the designer of this monument, he called this Iraqi war heroes. So I'm going to use that phrase over and over. And Sergeant First Class Cashe and this whole family over here are Iraqi war heroes. I've been in the Army over 30 years. I get asked often, why do you keep serving? The best is when you run into a young soldier and they look you up and they look you down and they're like, okay, either you want to fight me or you got a question. And so, normally the question is, hey sir, how old are you? And I tell them. And then they say, sir, why do you keep serving? And I point to them and say, because of you. So the Army, and you said this, the Army's a family. You call it an extended family, I call it family. My wife doesn't like that, but that's what I do. And I owe it, and I keep serving for all the soldiers that I lost in Iraq, and for their families. Every day, you got to make that matter. Every day. And it's the same for the over 2 million that have served in Iraq since Desert Storm. When Sergeant First Class Cashe woke up in the hospital, after he was very seriously wounded, I'm not going to go into details, but you all know him, and you'll hear the citation in a minute. After pulling all his soldiers out, the first thing he said when he woke up is, how are my boys doing? That's the first thing he said. Back to family. It was all about family for Sergeant First Class Cashe. No concern about himself, how he was doing, but it was about family. So, Sergeant First Class is not only an Iraqi war hero, but he's a Medal of Honor recipient. And even though I never met him, he's part of my family. I also want to recognize the other Iraq war heroes we are honoring today. 17 soldiers and 1 sailor that were killed in the suicide vest attack in 2004, as we were talking about. And like Sergeant First Class, I've never met them, but they are all part of my family, including the 10 other service members that are still with us that have served in Iraq that we're going to recognize today. Gold Star families, there's a bunch of you out there. And I would just tell you, thank you for your service and your sacrifice, and you all keep serving, and I appreciate that. Y'all are part of my family. God bless y'all. God bless our servicemen and women. Don't forget those currently serving. God bless this great nation. God bless.